How we doing? It's been a minute, hasn't it? Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been kind of slacking a little bit, you know? I had all these plans for after Halloween, all these videos I was gonna do, and then life kind of happened. You know, life, that whole thing. Luckily, nothing has happened in the past 2 weeks of any kind of note pertaining to this channel. That election, wow, how about that, hey? So anyway, I realized that I haven't really done any video game videos yet. So I figured I would rectify that. Now, I'm not gonna make this about any particular one video. I'm just gonna make this like a baseline where I'm coming from with video games. It's a filler episode. Don't tell anyone. If Breaking Bad can do it, so can I. So, in terms of video games, yeah, I like them. I play them a lot. I play on a PS4. Right now, what's owning me is Call of Duty. I don't know what to say. I didn't think I would ever go back to Call of Duty and get this fucking addicted, but here we are. Like, I started by playing Plunder on the free version. I never got into BR, Battle Royale. I don't care. I don't find it as interesting. I need a goal other than just fucking survive. So I got started with Plunder and I was playing with some friends of mine. And that's super fun, being on the mic and like being pretty methodical about your actions. That's pretty fun. But then I got the full version with the campaign and the multiplayer. Holy shit. That's when it took hold. The multiplayer, I can't stop, won't stop. Get down with it. Gunfight, kill confirmed. Love kill confirmed. Domination, hardpoint. Those are my jams. However, it can be pretty exhausting to just have that onslaught every time you power up your PS4. So to relax, I've also been playing The Last of Us 2 on hard. It's so relaxing. It's like a spa experience every time. Woo. As I said, I played it through once before. I played it on moderate, and it was moderately difficult, go figure. But I did find that I was able to be very precious with my crafting and my supplies, and I always had more than what was necessary. Now, that's not a brag, but I was always anticipating something to be a little more difficult or a little more intense than what it was. So whenever I found more supplies, I would always see full, so that I wasn't using stuff. I'm not gonna make this a review about it. I will actually do a full-on video of Last of Us 2. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish it on hard, and then I'm going to give an overall comparison and contrast of moderate to hard and what it's like going back to it, replay, because replay is key for video games. Even though Last of Us isn't exactly a fun game to play, they have managed to make it pretty fucking replayable. And that's even without all the additions that you get when you unlock the game the first time. So those are the two games that I have been playing the most recently. I did have a Stardew Valley kick there for a while at the beginning of the pandemic. I played Stardew Valley more than Call of Duty, for sure, especially in single sittings. Like I'm not joking. Like I could easily sit and play Stardew for 7 hours. I would get up in the morning with nothing to do because everything was shut down, and I would just fire up Stardew because it was so relaxing and just easy, fun playing. I'd start playing that at 7 in the morning, and next thing you know, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I haven't eaten breakfast or lunch. It's just a lovely game. It's just a lovely game. I know PS5 just came out today. I did not pre-order. I was on the fence about it. I'm still kind of on the fence on which version I'm gonna get, whether it's the digital version or the version with a disc drive. I am stoked for PS5. The only Microsoft machine that I own was the Xbox 360, and it remains one of my all-time favorite systems. However, the exclusives on Sony Microsoft can't compete. They just can't. I don't care about Skyrim or Elder Scrolls, anything by Bethesda, that whole deal, I don't care. I played a bunch of those games, and they were fun and super cool, but they weren't my jam. They weren't my jam, dog. So I have decided to hold off on the PS5, whether that was deliberate or not. I'm probably not going to get one until next year sometime because the PS4 is treating me just fine, and there isn't a whole lot coming out on the 5 that I can't get on 4. And I'm just going to let Sony figure out their pre-orders and all the issues and the porting. They'll be fine. Eventually it'll be fine. But yeah, I'm just going to kick it on PS4 for now. So back to Call of Duty. I pretty much almost exclusively play multiplayer now in Modern Warfare, because I know there's a distinction between Warzone and Modern Warfare. I pretty much just play the multi on Modern. I have a couple friends that I play with on Plunder, but if they're not on, I just don't bother. The multiplayer is crazy fun, crazy fast paced, so difficult, but I dig it. I very much dig it. Also, I'm currently ranked in the top 6%. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but if you go into the barracks and you go into the score and stuff, it says that I'm in the top 6%. And I don't know how many people play the multiplayer. I know there was like 50 or 60 million people who were playing Warzone. I don't know if that's the free version or what. So I don't know what top 6% means, but it's better than being bottom 94%, right? Does this stat mean anything? You know what the stat I'm talking about? Just this one here. See, right at the bottom. This is top 6%. I consider that to be a pretty good feather in the cap. Yeah. If it's like 60 million people playing at the top 6%, I don't know, man. It's still millions of people. I did try out Alien Isolation over Halloween. Mixed feelings. I'm not even close to finishing it, but I did find it a little clunky. It kind of turned me off, the controls, and how, for as clunky as the design is, it does ask you to be very specific about your actions. Like, if you see an item, you have to be precisely on the item to interact with it. Things like this. It was scary, I will say, like the very little bit that I did play. I did find the atmosphere. They fucking nailed the atmosphere of the original Alien. Tip of the hat for that. It's still not quite the survival horror that I'm used to. Not that that is necessarily a bad thing, but I was expecting something a little more polished. And maybe that's unfair. I mean, the game's about 6 years old, and I've been playing the latest and greatest, so I might be used to more contemporary, more polished games. So I am gonna go back and give it a shot. Like, it was still pretty neat. I was enjoying it to a degree, but I think I need to go in with the right expectations and just embrace the clunkiness. I don't know what else. Just embrace the style. Embrace the style of it. Because the sound, the design, the atmosphere, it is amazing. Just the controls, they needed a little bit more work, a little bit more tightening. In other news, I am going to be taking part in the Extra Life, the fundraiser for sick kids. I'm going to be playing 24 hours of video games. Now, the good people over at Extra Life, they're really easygoing about the parameters of how you do this 24 hours of gaming. You can do it on whatever day you want. You don't even have to do all 24 hours together, which is perfect for me because I can't do 24 hours straight like I used to. So maybe I'm gonna do 12 and 12, I don't know. But I am gonna be doing a fundraiser. So I'm gonna be playing 24 hours of video games, probably in 2 12-hour chunks. So I'm looking for recommendations about what would be fun, interesting to play, some things that will keep me engaged, keep me awake for that amount of time, even just the 12 hours, it's a long time. I'm definitely gonna be playing Call of Duty, for obvious reasons. But I'm just looking for other suggestions, things that might be a little more palatable when I get a little tired. Like, I'm thinking about playing Hollow Knight, for example. Things that once my brain starts to shut down, I can still handle it. But I'm also looking for, pretty intense, engaging, story-driven games as well. Something outside of Uncharted or Last of Us or Naughty Dog in general. I love Naughty Dog. But anyway, just hit me up with suggestions, whether they're arcade style or narratively driven, first person, multiplayer, whatever. I'm looking for the best suggestions for a gaming marathon. And I will make sure to let you guys know when I'm doing that, so you can toss a few bucks towards some sick kids, help them get not so sick. And I get to play video games for a ridiculous amount of time and not feel guilty about it. As for what else is coming up this month, I still kind of want to do some war movies. I know Remembrance Day has passed, but that doesn't mean we can't still remember our vets. I'm not getting into that Christmas shit already. That's for goddamn sure. And if your rule is as soon as Remembrance Day is done, you can start celebrating Christmas, by all means, more power to you. I can't. If I do that, I get sick of Christmas by December, and then we still got another month of that shit. So I think I might do a couple of war movies. I'm not sure if they're going to be reviews or comparisons, but I have a couple of ideas kicking around in the old noggin. Anyway, I told you there wasn't going to be a whole lot going on in this episode. It is kind of a filler episode, but I just wanted to let you know that I'm still kicking. I'm still doing stuff. I do expect some more stuff coming soon. So if you're at all curious about the gaming, check me out on Twitch, Ross Moore, naturally. And keep an eye out for a couple of videos coming out over the next week or so. Film related, most likely war movie related. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Sorry for the delay, but I promise more videos to come. All right? See you soon.